All right, today is Wednesday, November 22nd, the day before Thanksgiving. We're in the midst of a classic Pineapple Express. The air temperature is about 60 degrees. 2 days ago it was in the low 40s and raining in the lowlands, meaning it was snowing in the highlands. Basically, we have a pretty deep early season snowpack. We've had a lot of snow in the mountains in late October and early November, and now it's 60 degrees. And that snow is melting incredibly rapidly. You can see it's not even raining right now, but all that snow melt is creating a pretty impressive flood. The flood waters aren't supposed to crest till about 4 a.m. Thursday morning, but right now we're right around flood stage. So anything low-lying is starting to get flooded. What's really impressive to me are the dynamics of what the Skagit River looks like when it is flooding. So first of all, hopefully you notice that there's a lot of stuff in the river. Logs. As this video goes on, probably we're going to see some extremely large logs. So basically what's happening as the river rises, all the trees that are, hanging on to the banks but about to go, all the trees that have fallen in previously and have gotten stuck onto sandbars or up against the bank, those are all being liberated. They're essentially being floated off of the ground, and now they're coming flying down. So there's a tremendous amount of trees coming down. That's one really interesting thing. One thing to think about, some of the times you can see that these trees are actually hitting the ground as they go. They're kind of bobbing up and down. I haven't seen any good examples in this video, but I've noticed that before. And what that's implying is they're scouring. They're physically shoving into the substrate below and liberating a lot of sediment. And certainly that's true when they run into the banks as well. So the trees are agents of erosion. They're kind of tools that the river has for scouring its own bed. So the other thing that's happening here that I think you can hear and see is all these eddies that are coming up. The main channel of the river is moving extremely rapidly, yet right in front of us there's actually a back eddy where the river's flowing upstream. And what I found out is this is a shallow part of the river. There's essentially a sandbar right in front of us that's completely flooded. So at that division where that tree is right now, where you see there's fast flow further away and short flow closer towards us, what's happening there is the fast flowing deep water is running into the bank. It's physically impacting and it's rebounding. And we can see the effects of that. We see all this water literally coming to the surface. That's what it looks like, kind of like pools of water that are boiling at the surface. That's water that's been knocked up from the base, that's impacted the sand below and been forced up. It's been constricted. And that's the noises that we're hearing right now. That's water that's rising to the surface. Oh, there's some nice examples right there. Let's watch that for a sec if we can. It almost looks like it's boiling. It's water that's rising to the surface because it's impacting the ground below. So the take-home point there, though, is that's basically, a fire hose that's being turned onto the sandbar, that's blasting into it, getting forced up, and therefore it's disturbing a ton of sand. So we have enormous amounts of sand that are being liberated both by these scouring turbulent flows and also by logs. And the result of that, of course, is that the river is brown and carrying a tremendous amount of sediment. And it abruptly started to rain on me. What do you know? Well, we haven't seen a great example of a big tree going by, but I don't want to continue this video for too much longer. I think I've run out of things to say. There's some more woody debris coming along. Let's see if it does anything interesting. It's in the fast part of the channel there. Alrighty, I'm going to cut this short.